Today we are covering type issues in C, which can be tricky in real projects. Now let's talk about the problem we are trying to solve. In C, we have a specific issue with the type of null. Watch what happens when we try to determine the type of null. This is a real-world problem that can cause confusion. Now let me show you why this is important. We need to understand how C handles types to avoid errors. Now let's walk through the concept. The core idea is that in C, null is not actually a type, but rather a macro that represents a null pointer constant. Here's where most people get confused. The concept can be thought of like a null pointer exception in other languages. So, we need to understand how C handles null pointers. Let's walk through this together. So first we have the include statement for stdio, then we define our main function. And here we have a print statement that prints the value of null. Now, watch what happens when we run this code. Did you notice that? The output is the memory address 0, which represents null. Now let me show you a real-world example. In this case, we are checking if a pointer is null before using it. So, we have a function that takes a pointer as an argument, and we check if it's null. If it's not null, we can use it safely. Watch what happens when we pass a null pointer to this function. Here's where most people get confused. Now, watch what happens when we use the wrong type to check for null. So, we have a function that takes a void pointer as an argument, and we check if it's null using the wrong type. Did you notice that? This can cause errors if we are not careful. Now, let me show you the correct way to do this. Thanks for watching. Try checking for null in your next project, and don't forget to subscribe to Akshay.